Alrighty. Now, all done and done with that. Delivered the groceries. Got my girl set up. Her dinner's prepped. A lot of the stuff me and Colin help her with, it's not because we have to. It's not like she's can't do it. She's having pains doing stuff right now. Pains in her hands. She's got arthritis real bad. She's got pains in her back. She's got pains in her feet. There's really not a whole lot medically they can do for that, but they can do something about the pain. That's what we're working on right now. So she can get any of, even if we can even get one of those out of the situation, any of them are crippling in their own. So she's dealing with all three. Still gets around. We got her this little portable wheelchair thing, super lightweight. It's not a great walker, but it's like a makeshift walker too. It's just a really lightweight chair that we can take with us, pack it if we had to walk around with it until she needed it. She hasn't needed that at all yet. Probably could have used it a couple times, but the hardhead son bitch. But she will use it sooner or later. She'll, if she has to, she has no problem with doing whatever it takes to get mobile. So, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it mobile to where if the bitch can't do nothing but fucking move her eyebrow up and down, she'll be able to fucking tool along with something. You know, soon they're gonna have things, whatever. So, as long as she can draw a fucking breath and get around and go see things, there's lots of cool things just within short distances from here. So right now, I'm going on my way to work, and this is exactly how we go. And I'm going to take you for the whole ride. Probably going to be about 30 minutes, so this will be a long one. If you want to come on. If not, that's cool too. Kenny's been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and there's a lot of people on there just come on and give their opinions and just talk about life and stuff like that. And a lot of people are interested in follow it. And if that's something you're interested in, follow along here until I'm done screwing around with this stuff. Maybe I'll get done screwing around with it. If I get enough interest in it, I'll do a podcast. I'd like to help people get moved out here. I'd love to help people get hooked up. All I can tell you right now is the place I work is an absolutely awesome place. I'm not going to say the name of it. You'll probably see the name as I drive by sometimes or whatever. If that happens, I promote the places in every positive way possible I can. But for right now, I'm not saying anything about it because of legalities. I know that some people that work there, they're allowed to have social media and stuff like that. But I don't know exactly what the rules are. And I know some people have lost their jobs over it. So I'm not going to talk about that. But all I can tell you is I have been here 3 years, and it's my absolute favorite job that I've ever had. The people are awesome. It's owned by a small tribe, I mean a really small tribe, that just takes incredible care of its employees. Yes, they have preference. Tribal has preference over jobs. If you're going for a job and a person is from the tribe and they're going for the same job, they get that job. And I have no problem with that. Absolute no problem. That's fine with me. That's a perk of being a part of their tribe. I am just very thankful that they let us work out there. Us being everybody that's not in the tribe. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's treated equally. Besides that, those guys do get some perks, of course, that us off of the tribe don't get. I mean, that's how it works. They pay us all well. We have excellent benefits. Anytime I've been pulled aside by every single supervisor I have, and this is God's honest truth, and have been told they all know Kenny's condition, and know that sometimes I need to split out and be with her, things like that. They have all been supportive. They tell me if I need to step off the floor at any time because I'm feeling bad or whatever. Just let them know, and they fully support 100%. I've had to leave in the middle of my shift before. I've had to call in on busy nights, and they have never one time ever said anything to me, or and I know I've left them in a pinch before like that, When I'm there, I try to make it up. I try to do my job the very best that I can. Try to make them not be bosses. Just go in there and try to do everything I can to help. And I work with a great team. Young people, older people, both. It doesn't matter. There's people that do their jobs differently and stuff. For the most part, everybody comes in there and just kicks it. All as a team, backs each other up. And I totally support it. So just know that's the first place. I wasn't even looking for a job when I went out there. That's just one place. There are jobs everywhere, and there are jobs in the weed industry. I don't know what it pays. I haven't looked into it that far. I know that friggin' minimum wage out here is about to be $15. Colin's making, I don't know, 13 or 14 now, whatever the minimum is, but it's about to jump again to the 15. So my boy is about to be making more money than I made over 90% of my life living where I was living before. I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing or blame it on anybody or whatever, say whatever. I'm telling you, though, that positively you can come out here and get a damn job making enough money to take care of your shit. That's basically what I'm saying. All right. Can't get wound up too fast right here because police will sit up here. And I want to tell you something about the police up here. I know there's probably bad places for police around here or whatever. There's some rough areas, but I'm going to tell you right now, every officer I have personally dealt with up here, and I was in security for a little while, and dealt with the tribal police. And they're all that I have met, down to earth, cool guys. I asked them about marijuana. I'm like, how do you feel about marijuana being legalized? Like, oh my God, are you kidding? Best thing ever happened to us. Now we don't have to worry about it. These guys don't want to bust people. You know, whatever people's conceptions or misconceptions about police are, these guys are all the ones I've met, anyway, have all been just super cool. All of them. They come in and out of work all the time. They'll just walk through sometimes just to make a presence. They'll drive through the parking lot. You know, we welcome that. Actually, the tribal ones, I think that's even part of their job. But the departments from all around come out there at different points in time. I've seen an officer from just about every town and county neighboring the casino. But anyway, back to the people coming out thing. If I can get something going, a little vlog, if people are interested in what I got to say or want to share some things, I'm all about people checking out the Ubuntu movement. That's where it's called One Small Town now, I think. You can go to Facebook and check it out. They will actually, they're trying to get towns set up to where they have a system where you can live money free. They provide a house and all this. You have to put in so many hours a week, and it's not a lot. 4 is what they're saying right now, toward the community. You have to volunteer, and your job can go out and be, as long as you're working for the community, can be whatever you enjoy that produces something for the community. And if it's growing vegetables and stuff like that, they set up a vegetable stand. They ask you to grow 2/3 more than you need. And then 1/3 will go for sale. And then another third will go for the community. So if you hold this Ubuntu card and you live in that community, you just walk into the Ubuntu store, flap your card out, get whatever you want. Whatever you need. TV set, paint your house, whatever industry they can get set up in your community. And they don't want to get too big. They want to bring in, you're like, well, you can't live without money. Yeah, that's true. You got to have some cash. So if this is done right and everybody's putting into it, the whole community actually makes profit by supplying whatever your 2/3 of your product is, whatever you're making, whatever you're growing, whatever you're producing, whatever you're doing. You need to do 2/3 extra, one for the community and one to sell out on the market. Because the idea is towns around will come in and buy your products because your product should be better. You know, no pesticides. You'll be making your own pesticides naturally. You'll be using fertilizer from your own cattle, whatever. I don't know exactly how it works, but I know that they're doing this, trying to get established towns to try to come on board with it. And they got one so far. It's called One Small Town. Go check it out. Ubuntu, the Ubuntu movement. The philosophy of the whole movement is if it's not good for the whole community, then it's not good for me. And it's an old African, some of the tribes in Africa, that's their mantra. That's how they live. If it's not good for everybody, it's not good for me. And it's all about smaller communities. And they're easy to be self-containing if they're small and self-efficient. I'm all about that. If you got any ideas or if you know anything about that, Michael Tellinger is the guy that runs it. Now, you probably see him on Ancient Aliens and stuff like that. Yes, some of the things he talks about is way out there. I mean, he's got a real way out there mentality on some of these things. I don't know how much of it he's right about. I don't know how much of it he's not right about. All I know is the bits have come up with some pretty intriguing evidence of some pretty wild shit. There are hundreds of thousands of, I guess, gold mines all over South Africa. All these little circular holes that make different patterns that look like different patterns if you do sound wave on sand and things like that. Sorry, I'll turn my phone keeps looking for Wi-Fi. I keep forgetting to turn that off. Just all these weird patterns in the desert and stuff over there, and they look like sound wave patterns or energy cells if you cut a battery open kind of thing. Anyway, they're made up with these stones, these hollow stones that when you hit them, they ring like a friggin' xylophone. It's incredible. And it's weird as hell. And again, his name was Michael Tellinger, and if you're interested in that kind of stuff, check that out. Anyway, I'm not so much interested in that part of what he does as I am interested in him trying to get behind Ubuntu and get these communities set up. He's trying to get free energy. That's his thing. He's trying to come up with a system that will give communities free energy. If you had free energy, it would open you up and do a lot of things. Anyway, I'll get off that. Just thought I would throw that at you. That's one of the things that I'm interested in. I'm really interested in old megaliths and ancient stone buildings and things like that. Shit that bores the hell out of a lot of people. Pretty much my family. They're interested in some of it, but, you know, dude, if you put me out with a hammer in a cool place of old shit, I'll go pick rocks all day long. I actually did it. I went to American Stonehenge whenever we went to New Hampshire to see Candy's family and stuff, and stay with Candy's friend Peter. They went to this huge flea market thing or something, and dropped me off at American Stonehenge, bitch. Google that. I first seen it on In Search Of in the 70s. And I got to actually go there. Candy and them dropped me off at the front door, bitch. And I spent all day out there until they texted me they were coming to get me. And I was like, oh, damn. It wasn't enough time. Wasn't enough time, man. I honestly got off the trail. They had a trail that cut off of the main trail, but it was also a main trail. I didn't realize it was closed. Like they close some of it down sometime to do different things or whatever. Maybe there's a hanging limb or something they need to trim. You know, don't want that to drop on someone. And, so I don't know, but anyway, a big part of the park was closed. I didn't realize it. And I get kicking around back there and looking off this trail, and there's these big mounds. And I have never seen anybody talk about those mounds. And this is what I'm finding out. You know, Indian mounds, things like that. It looks like at some point or somehow or another, there were bigger humans here, giants, whatever,